Welcome everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is another little channel update thing. I believe today is, what, the 12th? Yeah, 12th of June. So, first of all, welcome all new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing and giving your support and all that fun stuff. From what I've looked at some of the subscribers playlist or whatever, because I can do that, it's kind of a mix. About half or a third of you guys are actually interested in the Toho stuff, so as always, I do kind of a variety of things here, so just respect the other fans, I guess, on this channel. Because sometimes I don't do Toho, sometimes I do other things, so forth. But I'm pretty sure you guys have gathered that already. Anyway, so I decided to go ahead and do an update, because, I don't know, it's probably been about a month or so since I last done one, and a few things have been taken care of. Remidoki, I'm pretty much done with. I kind of just gave up on the clock tower, simply because it does a lot of dick moves, I gotta say. I didn't mind the floor that I ended up, giving up on was the one where it had the no fly zone with music blocks, and then followed with a timed worm puzzle. And the timed worm puzzle wasn't too bad, but it's the fact that there's just so many enemies, you can only take so many hits, and if you screw up, you have to restart the entire thing, which means you have to redo the entire musical block thing, which means hopping all the way up and down the entire corridor, because the music blocks you have to activate in order, and they're set up in a way where you have to go back and forth multiple times to get all of them. So I was like, no, I'm not going to deal with it. Supposedly someone did send a message saying that they were different for each of them, but I took a look at the first level, and the first level was the same for all three of them. So I don't know if the next levels are, and I can't really say if it's going to be any worse or better if I pick someone else. I do know who the end boss is for that, at least from what I've gathered from forums and stuff, but the big issue is I can't save, so I can't, if I play it, I have to do it through one sitting, and I'm really not up for doing that. It's nice that they gave us infinite continues and restarts, but the fact that I can't, effectively just save and stop and take a break, that's dick territory. There's a difference between challenge and just being a dick, and that's being a dick. So I'm probably going to leave Remy Dokie alone for a while. I might eventually come back to it off-screen trying it out, and if I get good enough, I may try it in the future, but right now, I'll give it a pass. Also, what's playing in the background is Mega Mari, which is just a Toho version of Mega Man. It's a neat game, but it also has its share of dick moves, and I got reasonably good at it at one point, and got all the way to the end level, which is kind of like the Dr. Wily stage or whatever. But all I gotta say is it has quick man lasers in it, and I didn't have time stop. So, but it has some neat mechanics with being able to pick who gets the power up, and who gets the power up decides what it does, like with Alice and Marissa and all that fun stuff. But anywho, let's see. That was Remidoki. Reciteer is done. I've uploaded the last part yesterday, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know that. There's nothing really else I can show about it besides just random little events, but I'll leave that to you guys to play on your own. It's not too important. I was more concerned about the fact that no one showed off the endless mode's plotline, and all they did was just pay the debt and they called it quits. And that's not really when the game ends, so that's why I kind of showed it off. So Reciteer is done. Terraria is still going, for better or for worse. I'm glad you guys still enjoy it. The thing that kind of discourages me from continuing is the fact that I'm now on hard mode, which essentially resets everything. I have to go and grind for materials all over again. So that's literally what I'm going to have to do. Also, I've never been successful in killing any of the bosses in hard mode. Of course, I've only fought one of them. I fought the improved version of the Cthulhu Eye, which is 2 eyeballs that shoot lasers and flamethrowers. It was me and 2 friends, and we still couldn't beat that boss before it hit daytime. So yeah, I wasn't too fantastic at the hard mode. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I was pretty shocked that I was able to kill Wolf Flesh by myself so easily, with a melee weapon at that, so I don't know. But Terraria will keep going. I warn you that probably the next few videos are going to be nothing but me exploring and whatever, but I guess that's kind of the gist of Terraria in the first place. So yeah, that's still going to be going every Sunday, unless I forget or fail. Other than that, let's see. First tier's done. Alright, well, I guess I better... Oh, one thing that I will go ahead and just remind you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys already got it already, but if you guys are going to send me a message through like PMs or whatever, make sure you don't have contact lock on. So, because if so, I'm going to be angry, because I usually type very long replies, and when it tells me, oh, you can't send your reply, and it deletes my reply, I get very annoyed. But I haven't really had any issues with that recently, because for one, no one's been sending me any PMs, so it's no big deal. Other than that, oh yeah, someone did ask about my Steam account, Steam name and all that stuff. I believe it's still in my channel comments. So if you want to send me a friend invite or whatever, feel free. I guess I really don't care about such things personally, but that's because I'm not non-social. But the thing is, if you do send something like that, I think there's like a way to give a comment along with the friend request. Make sure you say something that, hey, I seen your Let's Plays or you're a subscriber or something, so I know who you are. Because if you just send me a random request, I'm just going to assume you're a random request, and I'm not going to respond to it. I won't even decline it. I'll just let it sit there in my my notification log, like all the other ones I've left in there. So, okay, I think that's about it for all the social stuff. And okay, we're still good on time. So we need to talk about the upcoming LPs, because I haven't really said much about them. I did mention that I was probably going to set aside Chantelise, since it's similar to, it's made by the same people that did Reciteer. Originally I was going to do it way later, but some issues about the LPs I want to do next are kind of pushing it forward. Speaking of the LPs I intend on doing, I intend on, of course, doing more of Civ V once the expansion comes out, and the expansion should be coming out at, I think, the 19th, give or take, I don't remember. So, on around the 19th, Limu I'm pretty sure Limu is already pre-ordered, and we'll probably do a multiplayer game of it. I may even do also a single player alongside it. Also, if Limu's too busy or otherwise we can't get our times to sync up or whatever, I will do a single player Let's Play of it. It probably won't be anything too fantastic. It'll be mostly just showing off the stuff that's going to be provided. I do look forward to Civ V Expansion because it has a lot of things that are kind of interesting. Hopefully the religion system won't suck. From what I've seen of it, it's going to be it's either going to be tolerable or at least good. So that's good enough for me. That's a lot better than Civ 4's religion system. Civ 4's religion system wasn't really... It was interesting to a point, but if you're going to do... The way religion worked in that game was very not good due to the fact how diplomacy worked in that game. Pretty much if you're the first to find the founder of a religion, which you find by getting a certain tech for each of the religions, you're considered the founder of that religion. You can get some sort of benefits like, wonders and stuff like that, but at the same time, anyone else, any of the AI happens to find a religion, they'll take that religion and then they'll consider you a heathen, making it pretty much impossible to trade with them. And they may, declare war on you and all that fun stuff. But this one seems to be more like a, sort of a, kind of like the social policy system, but more of religion-based, which I don't mind. I know some people, some hardcore fans of the religion system of Civ 4 and 3 probably don't like it, but I think it'll at least make it tolerable. It probably won't make it any worse than it already was. Besides that, my favorite thing, naval combat's going to be improved, allowing me to actually take cities with ships, coastal cities with ships, which will be kind of nice. Also, I supposedly will be able to put embarked units in the same tiles as ships, which is a good thing, because all it takes is a galley, or not galley, I don't even remember the name of this ship. Oh, caravel. All it takes is a really fast caravel, and it can just go around your units and take all your freaking embarked units, which I didn't really like. So keeping them in the same square or on a boat makes sense. Other than that, not much else to say about the naval system. Also, some other nerf buffs is the supposedly the artillery, catapults, and stuff like that will be nerfed damage-wise, but they will have bonuses to cities to kind of even out their usefulness for cities. So in other words, they're going to be more useful, either the same or more useful against cities, but at the same time they will also be weaker against normal units, which kind of makes sense to the point. I think the only way to make it a little bit more realistic is to make it so you can it does normal damage to, or better damage to vehicles. But beyond that, artillery wasn't really designed to be used on personnel. It was more used for like supporting and flushing out people out of fortified areas. So I don't mind it at all. I think it'll be an interesting change. So let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, there's also going to be a bunch of new civs. I might try some of them, but I've also heard rumors that some of the older civs, special abilities and stuff have been changed. I believe supposedly England's have been changed, so I might try her instead, simply because England's generally really good at naval combat. Besides that, oh yeah, there's also going to be spies and stuff introduced, which I didn't really care much for spies in Civ 4, because they were very micromanagey, I figured, and I never put any of my resources into espionage, which makes them useless. But the AI loves spies in Civ 4. I mean, once they get spies, they permanently kept my water supply poisoned. But I think it's a good change as far as Civ 5 is concerned, because you can't trade tech in Civ 5, so being able to steal tech is kind of a neat thing to do. It also might give hopefully a better edge for the AI, since the AI always steals tech from me in Civ 4. But other than that, okay, I think that's about it for Civ 5. But like I said, it's not going to be out till about the 19th, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. The other game I wanted to do was Torchlight 2. Unfortunately, from what I've heard, Torchlight 2 is not going to be out until, like, late summer, like July, September, something ridiculous. So, it's going to be a while before I do anything with Torchlight 2. I'm not going to get Diablo 3 because I'm not paying $60 for a flashy Blizzard logo and cutscenes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get hate for that, but whatever. Anyway, so with those two not on the table right now, I have a slight gap of that I need to fill with an LP. So I am recording some of Chantelise. I decided to go ahead and start recording it. It's a relatively short game if you know what you're doing, and if you just look up all the secrets, which I am. But it's still a fun game, so it'll be kind of a short LP, but I'm not going to put that up until after this next LP, which I'm going to talk about now. Well, since I've got like new subscribers now, and I'm up to like 59, the only logical thing to do now is to scare you guys off. So the next LP is going to be Magical Diary, which you guys probably have no idea what that is. Let's just say the game's a little curiosity. I think that's what I called it when on my first video of it. It's something different that's been coming out to Steam recently. It's not really coming in a huge wave, it's just kind of showing up gradually. Anyone that's been on Steam might have noticed a game called Analog, a Hate Story, which came out. They classified it as an RPG, I think, or maybe a adventure game, but it's not really either of those. It's practically just a visual novel. There wasn't very much gameplay in it, so I never really bothered with the game. But Magical Diary is a game that recently came out, which they classified also as an RPG. But it's kind of more of a sim... Well, I guess it does have, I guess, sort of some RPG elements in it, if you put it loosely. But it's kind of a minor spreadsheet type game and a sim game, I guess you can say. Almost, I wouldn't say a full-out dating sim, even though there is, romance in the game. But it's not really the main focus of the game. It's more just surviving, going through a magic school for a semester. So it's going to be different. If you guys aren't interested in it and you don't like it, just don't watch it. It's no big deal. I won't hate you for it. Just know that I'll be doing Civ 5 soon once the expansion comes out. But I already have it all recorded. I had one minor hiccup with it crashing. But other than that, it's pretty easy to record, and it was very easy to record in huge chunks because it's mostly dialogue. It's not very much. It's not an action animated type game. So I didn't have to worry about it perhaps taking up much space because I was able to record like over 7 minutes at a time for each 3 gigs. So yeah, it was pretty easy to just do huge chunks of recording of it and then just separate it into parts. But to explain what Magical Diary is, you play as some girl who's recently found she has access to magic and it's been taken to a school, and that's pretty much it. From there you learn about the school and you have your choice of classes, and depending on what classes you take, your skills will go up. And as you get certain skill levels, it will teach you spells, which some are useless, some are useful, some are useless until you figure out that are used for a specific thing. and stuff like that. So it's kind of it is a little sim game. It's not too bad. I guess I can't say it's a good game, or at least the best game or anything like that, but it's it doesn't piss me off, which is, I guess, a form of praise. And it wasn't too expensive. It does a lot of things I like about it, where your choices do actually affect things, like especially with your training. Like having certain spells at certain points in the game will allow you to do certain things. Yeah, I guess that's pretty vague. What I definitely liked about it was the tests, which are the magic exams, which had multiple solutions based on what spells you had access to. Of course, if you didn't have any of those spells, you wouldn't be able to pass it. I was a little disappointed on the final exam because it was pretty much just one big quick time event. Well, not really a quick time event, but one quick just scene that you didn't really have much control over. But I played through the game 3 times, and I've found different things every time, so it's definitely got some replayability with it. I've got about 11 or 12 hours out of it, which is more than I could say about most AAA games. So like I said, I don't really have a beef for it. It was just a game that kind of interested me, and I wouldn't mind seeing some of the aspects of that game and take it into more to other games, like RPGs, for example, like the choice stuff, for example. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a different title. It's going to be a lot of me reading, because that's what it is. It's literally just dialogue, but it does have a little bit of gameplay in it, which is why I've decided to play it as opposed to Analog, the hate story. But I can definitely understand if people aren't interested in it, so it's not a big deal. Like I said, if you're not interested in it, don't watch it. Don't bother saying things like "stop recording this" because I've already got it recorded, and I might as well put it up there. Other than that, that's about it. Once that game's done, I will probably start uploading Chantelise. It'll take about 2 weeks to get all of Magic Diary uploaded, because I've been doing one a day. Speaking of, I'm going to stick with the one a day thing, though I do about 30-minute parts at the very least in most cases, so it's not too big of a deal. For most people, they usually only do 10 minutes a day, which is it's their style, I guess. But for me, I generally try to stick to 30 minutes, though you guys know by now I generally don't stick by that time very well. Usually I go overtime, so I guess that's better for you guys. But yeah, I'm going to be sticking with one video a day, because one, it gets me a backlog, and I actually need a backlog for summer. Because despite the fact I don't have summer classes, I am studying for the GRE, which is a graduate school thing. And it's very annoying to study for it, because I hate the vocabulary in it. But, so yeah, that's what I've been doing as far as real life is concerned. But I always find free time to do some recordings and stuff, so it's no big deal. Oh, something else I've been looking forward to, because I just recently went back to the Bloodbowl forums, which has, they apparently do an expansion of that as well. They're doing Bloodbowl Chaos Edition, which anyone who's familiar with the game, there's currently Bloodbowl, and then Bloodbowl Legendary Edition, which introduced majority of the races. Chaos Edition will include 3 more races, and have supposedly 1 more gameplay mode that I think is single player. And if it's single player and it does classic, as in the actual board game rules, I might do that as an LP. I'm not really good at Blood Bowl, as in I have really bad luck and I don't manage it very well, but I do enjoy the game a lot. Unfortunately, I don't play on the Open League because Open League sucks, and I've only done a little bit of. I've only been in a league for 1 pre-season, and that was about it. It's very hard for me to find a group that isn't in Europe and doesn't go on European time for me to do any league stuff, so I mostly play against the AI, which can be boring to some people, but it's no big deal. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and mention that. That game's not going to be out for a long time, though. I might mess around with Legendary Edition, because I have that already, and maybe do a little bit of just playing against the AI and messing around, but I haven't really decided on any of that yet, so no big deal. So that's about it. Like I said, the next LP is going to be Magical Diary, for better or for worse. If you guys stick around through it, thank you. Other than that, just wait until Civ V Expansion comes out, which I believe is on the 19th. So it might not be immediately once the Civ V Expansion comes out, I will have to take some time to. I'm gonna take some time to at least look it over on single player, so I can actually see the different changes, and then I'll probably see if I can get lined up with Limu and make a video. But like I said, usually I record it all at once, and then I break it into parts, which means... Sorry, my screensaver turned on. Which means it's going to take me a little while to... It'll take me about a day or so to get a video ready, rendered and ready. So be patient once it comes out. Don't expect it to be immediately out, though it may be. I don't know. We'll see. So I think that's about it. Yeah, like I said, Magical Diary. It's kind of an interesting little game. It's very dialogue heavy. Has a lot of choices in it, and I really like the magic system in it. I just hope they would, if they do make another game, I hope they expand it more and they do more tests, better exams and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of spells in it that are kind of useless or redundant. But overall, I don't have, like I said, the game doesn't piss me off, and it kept my attention for long enough for me to play it through for an LP and play it through 2 more times. So it's interesting. If Steam does introduce more of these types of games, I do hope they make a new category called visual novel or something like that, or or simulation, which I think they already have a section called simulation. Because right now they have classified as RPG, and it really isn't. But I don't know. Hopefully. But telling this is like a brand new thing for Steam to introduce, I kind of expect it to be a little slow on them adjusting to it. So, besides that, I think that's about everything. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and thank you guys for your support and stuff. And if I don't see you in Magical Diary, I'll see you guys in the Civ V Expansion. So until next time, everyone. See ya.